Let's go, let's go! Take four, take four! Go, take it, run it!
First play, it's second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely.
Check, check. Wide, get wide.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tony Pollard, 64 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
This will be taken very short. Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
I'm going back to you.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch go 14. Run it.
Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jakeem Grant there to make the grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson flush to his right. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
The Eagles get first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Fights loose. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Kyler Murray with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points. What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Kill. 25, check 25. Go. Shoot.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike.
He may try and run for this. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. The 25-yard line.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 18-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Now a nice play to first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Kane. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got an open man, that's Campbell. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
Let's go, baby.
It's a gain of 6. And the Saints, 1st down.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Check.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check. Rush in.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Tight dog. Banjo.
There he goes inside the 30. And down to the 7-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Check my 45.
On 2nd and goal, Murray being chased out left. And that's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. But now it's 3rd and goal. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
He's coming. Double up. Hut. 45 to Mike. Set up. 45 to Mike. Bring it. Check. Right strong. My ball.
They'll look to throw again. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Switch.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Hey, switch gears.
On third down, a run from Breida. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 51 yards. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10, clear on the other side of the field. Throwing is Wilson. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On the ground, this is Johnson. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Touch 50.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Myles Garrett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it, and they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Single. Watch 20, seal that. Strip that ball. 45's the mic.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Kill. Turn up. Let's go. Get it set. Switch.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. This one caught by Isabella. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Let's get it.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 37, check 37. 22, check, Palmer. 22, check, Palmer.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
Let's go. Fellas.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Matt Breida, 73 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like the Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets.
Three down. Switch it.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. First down, Murray. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
45 to Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready. Out, 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 out.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Man, I got you, I got you, I got you, I got you. 45. Mike.
Play fake. Murray. They'll roll him out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. Here's Sam Martin now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. This is Breida. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
And it brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray is going to go for a big play downfield. And his throw here's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is fielded at the 7. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They run again with Breida. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Play action. It's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on third downs, and it's costing them.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now this time, Murray to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Check 52.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big gain of 39 on third.
Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Right. 45.
Here's Pollard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
You got tight right there. Back.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now Murray off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
You can't block me.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
All day, every day, any day.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson going deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will set up sharp at their own 41-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go. Come on.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Check, ready. 18 Gator. Man, I got you. 80 weapon. Switch. Check 43. Zip there. Watch twins. Shift.
2nd and 5 now. Murray going for Metcalf. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DK Metcalf, 54 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Run for Pollard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check 31, check 31.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a very good return as he takes this all the way up to the 35-yard line. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
Let's go now. Put team on it. Put team on it. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now here's Pollard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
42, Saints 6. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken short. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurd taking it in as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
I smell fear in that offense. Hey, alert. Check 15.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 14.
Look pass. Jim. guys. 4 down, 4 down. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go.
Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett, his second sack of the night.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips. Been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Looking to throw. Kane, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Ready, ready. 45 to Mike. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Here's Murray. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. Looking sideline, incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Check three, check three, check three.
Fire up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
On the double. 55. You're out. No better. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check off.
Murray to air it out again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
13-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well, this is a new concept. It's 3rd down, but they've got the punt unit on. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout.